Now, interesting. Isn't it interesting how quiet now it is for the most part? Well, now they're going to come and make some noise. See how dead it is? Because it's really dead. Every single person they devoured. Now, this is the one that they're going to use as the Sandy Walters body, age 70. Looks way better than they had for Marge Gorman and others at age 70. This is where they live. She says Homeland Security lives here. She says people, a lady and her kid who work with this is their garage where some of my items were put in. Karen's vehicle that happened to be Jolene Hall's. This is where Sandy Walters parks her vehicle. See how dead it is? Because it's really dead. And it was just a stage for when I was coming over here to see if my sister, who turns out to be my egg, my daughter. Plus, their originals are kept safe. Well, it was really Donald Sandy, the beast, that took them over, or whatever. This is where I send mail to be able to view them. This is where I come to meet the beast. It's been in Sandy Walters' body to see if Sandy Walters has any more of her brain left. Because Sandy Walters and Donald Walters, the beast lived in them and overtook them. Of roach and rodent. We're also Jonathan, Barbara, and Annie. There's also Christine Jones. Was also who was in Karen and Ocean and Harley and Brody when I was visiting. Who also is Kenny Henry, a.k.a. Black Jew. And Jess. Jessica. Who's also Granny, alone for her first time. Okay? Now, they didn't have a problem, so I don't know why there's any problems now. Okay? Things are gone. The stage is gone. They've moved. It's dead. Because I no longer was coming here anymore. The beast that lived in Donald Walters was JT. And there's others. So it's really dead. This is really what it's supposed to look like. Well, they're the rodents and mutated maggots and everything else. And spiders that keep these things clean and have babies to be able to feed on. Now they won't even face me since I was coming here. And also the cat. They become the cat. Now I was going to be, I had to in my mind, told the cat, they're not going to take you with them. And I'm able to see through the spirits in various different periods of my time where they overtook Donald and Sandra Walters even more. And more. And Sandy Walters isn't even her bite, not even my mother in the first place. It's Carol Ann Robinson Robinson Reed at age 12. And Louis Gorman. Now, David Gorman comes with me today, you guys, and he wanted me to tell you have something of his. You have his sperm. And he wants it back. And Harley, the real Harley, and Brody knows whatever's with that. And Brody may be something just created in horror. I don't know. But are also my children. So they didn't want to See? And they're not at work. They moved. How do we know they moved? Well, because their plants were gone and stuff. Remember? And she was granny, so she's alone for the first time. I don't know who's this mutated cat's supposed to exactly be, but they don't like cats. That's why I was never allowed to have one, even from the beginning. Which I don't really know why, because those are hunters to keep the bugs and spiders and all away. And this is license plate 8GVY526. Somebody's going to all of a sudden appear and be living here. Now that could be the one that supposedly, I don't know. But when I was visiting here with the one that overtook and lived in St. Walters, she was letting me know that her neighbor works at a homeless shelters. And she's letting me know that somebody from Homeland Security lived here. And she was letting me know. So this is where the beast, St. Walters, lived. In the unfrozen, whatever it was, at 70. But it didn't look like the ages when we went down to Garmin and everybody else looked at 70, because those bodies were really like 160 and stuff like that. It was all lies. This in front of us right now is one of the mutated ones as well. And this is the child, so it must be the ones that she says work at the homeless shelter. But they must work in homeless shelters in other bodies, in the ones in which they only say homeless in the United States of America. Those things aren't supposed to be going on in the United States of America. We're supposed to have more better knowledge and stuff. So these are the mutated things, such as myself even. But they're good maggots and things, because Jojo Mangan had me put together back again after they murdered me. And he rents my computer. These are children that they ended up murdering and mutating into on an adult body, whatever. So they're going to act as if there's life going on here, when actually is vacated and everything. Remember, must have some sort of Sandy Walters brain a little bit in there. And I know her communication with her gone from here also, by her plants being gone. That's Sandy Walters' brain. Loved me. Like all the others. That is the human one. And they got all of Donald Walter's brain. So it's really ridiculous. So, this is how dead it's supposed to be in my life without them bothering me in other bodies. Because if it wasn't, then they'd be all here greeting me and everything else and stuff. The end. Love to the real soul saved. Love to the enemies. Abba Father's word says, what does he say to me? He says, you didn't ask good nor bad for any of these. You cares the defense, this and that, or something. No. And vengeance is his. He's whom any type of brain should be fearing. Not I. You know, how can I not be in my morning glory? I'm Sleeping Beauty. I'm frozen. Everything's supposed to be just done like that. You're following around for a decoy. You know, you're not over here cooking breakfast for me. You moved. That's what y'all following me for. Donald, Danny wanted beast in you. Mad because they set their souls free. Couldn't really mutate and evolve. Interest. Eat this and dries. Come Gnash your teeth. Just dead. Thank you very much. I had the greatest opportunity, though. for my own self to be able to, yes, I sincerely, it's a great heart. I love all those songs. Yeah. Sandy Walters, all of them. So did Jesus. He came for them. He didn't come for the cockroach brains or maggot brains. Look at that. Like the London paper thing says, something ended up happening, and what one purpose for one species ended up being, it no longer was there to serve its purpose, and all these things ended up happening with people trying to play God on top of it. And what are they all bothering me for? You guys, do I just need to move over here? I don't mind. I don't mind that they're going to be building. Buying. More than likely, I own it already. That land is all that He's given to us, His children. We don't want it, and that's okay. Heaven isn't on earth anyway. I'm glad you all knew those were basic instructions for living on earth, not before leaving. And then, we don't need to go to Kevin Hills. Already did that. He'll be just as dead, if not more. And we don't need to go to Paradise Valley Hospital again. We don't need to go to Donald Walters. We don't need to go anywhere. Oh, we need to go back to Sandy's again. No. Did you know the LaBella Cafe and Games? Did you know the manager, the night manager, his parents over there are dead. They're renting a room, $650 down deposit, $650 a month. Got to buy your own bed and stuff, but he's not really moving. It's probably just food for him. Supposedly a lady with cancer rents from him. She's over there around the corner. Carol Majors referred. Instead of giving me Aaron Major's number and where I can go home and live. My husband, look, and we found her. Aaron, she's home. Oh, go get your wife. Yeah. Well, at the end, home. So why would they be bothering me anywhere else? Why would anybody be ever talking to me or jumping at me or following me or anything else? They didn't greet me at Sandy Walters just now. It's all dead. It's all moved. They're all alone. It's all done. I'll tell you, whoever was in that Steve's for Anderson Plumbing, he suffered for me. When I got out of drug court, their set up drug court with charges I never even fucking did in the first place and stuff, but my brain was just, what? I got the assistance anyway. So when they set up a fake and phony drug court in 2003 in San Diego, after graduating, I went over to Steve's, who works with Anderson Plumbing. Women said, he's had a heart attack and can't help company. Strange enough, we're coming here in 2019, going on 2020, same kind of experience, everything, knock on his door. Yes, it's him, doesn't come to the door, so it's got suffered on my behalf. He never did anything to me. Guess what he may have been? He may have been Brandon Lee down while I was there. Kind of like James, seen an ugly body. I'm sorry. Backed into their goddamn motherfucking. Thank you, honey. Spring Valley backed up in their motherfucking bumper and ripped it off because them slapping fucking putting fucking plates and shit all over my fucking face in 2003 Spring Valley. Never weird or nothing to me at all. Ah. You gave me my medicine for free all the time ago. I got everything out. Ah. Ah. The end. Don't even want anybody or anything. Nothing. Don't matter. Do you want to go back to Sandy Walters? If you don't want to say the end. There is not one that's going to follow me from San Diego Rescue Mission. She's going to go with Kelly. It's going to be looking a little different. You guys want to go back to Sandy's? Over here and sit? I say the end. You just don't bother me anymore. Leave me alone. Because if you weren't, then you would just be bothering me over there. At the nest. And all your cyberspace crime. Okay, you need to do any of your tax or anything, let's do it now. Come on. I can sit on the porch of Sandy Walters. You just want to hide behind the pole. Huh? For some odd reason, they eat pizza. Some big deal about pizza. Couldn't really tell you what it is. I personally can't stand it. Down there, St. Rosalima, where I went to CCD. Catechism, where I was ever so grateful. One of my greatest achievements in rebelling, of being kicked out in 8th grade. Because Michael Stobie, whose body and brain they also took over, and they made him into a tattoo person and all this other stuff. Michael Stobie and Susan Stobie. Yes. Their parents were wonderful. They were adopted. Yeah, I didn't like you when we were kids. I didn't like people with brains for some reason. I was a little lost when I was a child. I thought Jesus was there to save the ones with no brains. I didn't realize I was a nerd and geek. So I thought they had to have scars and things on their faces. And be able to be the mischief ones. Sorry, Mr. Potato Bug, my character, chances of you evolving and rolling me over. Turning into a tire, running me over. Hit me with an 18-wheeler, still sound out. Song by Pink, not Pink Floyd, Pink. You know? Yeah, those Catholic places and stuff, very mean. Yeah, they're not nice. No, now just went and drove Joseph's body. He says, they're repetitive, ththese places. Same thing last year. Yeah, that's always been that. No. Community Chapel. Went in and took over for things. Now remember, they're the ones that can all of a sudden do something different in the United States. They're the ones that are going to make government every 4 years, 2 years, stuff like that. Change words and put subliminal messages and mind control us. The mutated cockroaches, rodents, reptiles, maggots, birds' brains, where Abba's Father's spiritual word and everything in Torah and whatnot makes it perfectly clear that He made us above all that in our brains, even where we use our brains. Now I went over. Now see how dead it is right now. That's how dead it really is. That's them sneaking out like a snake with a car. Didn't bother you, said Sandy Walters. Or Karen Walters, and 9 years been there. Didn't look like 9. There's St. Rose of Lima Church. There's Kentucky Fried Chicken that we own. Supposedly the only place you can get real chicken. Other than that, it's human. You're eating a rodent, and dog, and other things. So if they're victims, then they become the cows. They're the ones who can pretend that they're animal activists. Supposedly Abba didn't make and create animals to work and do their own jobs, such as carrying a fucking cart or sled or fucking people. And they're going to be the ones running around themselves, actually, in dead corpses, in bodies, insisting they're the ones who bicycle people around instead of using animals. They're the ones bicycling in a human body, the people around in the first place. It's not even anyone else, or someone in which they think is under their slavery. It's mechanical. So the integrity side in there. So dead it is. So dead it's supposed to be everywhere. You see all the paper and stuff? Can't see it. Dead it is. Yeah, they're the ones that come around and it's bugs and stuff. Others humans blow and clean the places though. Whatever they're able to feed on. So births are happening today and stuff right now, where they're birthing their food. They're from eggs of mine and sperms of Brandon Lee.